Hurricane Helene, and it is a strong storm. We have seen an increase in the wind speeds from the 2 o'clock update to the 5 o'clock bulletin, and that is showing that the storm is strengthening. Pressure now down to 978 millibars. It's moving north of 12 miles per hour, which is a pretty good pace to begin with, but it's only going to get faster as it strengthens. And now also new in at the 5 o'clock bulletin, it is now expected to strengthen rapidly into a Category 4 storm by Thursday before it makes landfall along the Florida Panhandle or a portion of the Big Bend of Florida. And it looks like a little bit more of a western track. The faster this storm goes, the less time it'll have a chance to really move. So a pretty good degree of certainty that somewhere over here by Point St. Joe or Apalachicola, it will make that landfall tomorrow evening. So we've got the hurricane warnings there, but look at the entire Sunshine State. Not going to be very sunny here over the next 48 hours as we are looking at a tropical storm warning. Pretty much everybody outside of the Gulf Coast and Big Bend here in the blue. Orlando, Miami, some real big cities here, Jacksonville, and that is because of the expansive size of the storm. So you're going to get a good swath of not necessarily hurricane force winds outside of the areas that are under the hurricane warning right here, but you will get a ton of rain. And look at how big the wind field is. These are the wind radii for the storm. Obviously, again, more localized to the center of the storm are those hurricane swath winds, which are going to be well over 100 miles per hour. In fact, in some cases, could be upwards of seeing gusts in the 150 mile per hour range. But again, that big yellow encompassing the entire Atlantic coast portion of the state here up into places like Savannah, Georgia, and Charleston, South Carolina. And you're also dealing with a big storm surge risk out of this. Obviously, this is going to be the brunt of it here, but you'll see some tidal flooding all the way down to places like Marco Island and Naples and Fort Myers Beach and Sanibel Island there as well. Areas that, just are finally recovering from a hurricane a few years ago. Hopefully they don't get anything nearly too bad. I don't think it is going to be that bad, and they're only looking at 1 to 3, 1 to 4 feet, whereas places along the Big Bend are looking at over 12 feet of inundation. That is, I'm saying that correctly, over 12 feet of inundation in this area. Now, obviously, again, this is where the brunt of those winds are going to be. Torrential rain, tidal flooding, life-threatening tidal flooding here. But the storm is moving so fast that as it moves inland here, it is not going to really have a chance to weaken that quickly. So that's bad news for the Atlanta metro, parts of northern Georgia, eastern South Carolina as well, and even into Tennessee and parts of North Carolina. So this is a big storm. It's going to be affecting millions and millions of people here. And it is going to eventually send some clouds and showers up about to here as we head into Friday night and Saturday. So we'll get some clouds out of that, but fortunately no rain. We're just getting the cold front that's moving through right now into the northeast. And you can see a couple little showers passing tonight well north and west of us. We're going to start seeing increasing amounts of rain as we head into Thursday afternoon. So have that umbrella with you handy, especially during the PM hours tomorrow. And then the back edge of this cold front could even spawn a couple of thunderstorms. This is overnight into Friday morning. And then the sun comes back and you can see some clearing here. And hey, back to the 70s as well. It's been a cool stretch of weather here in addition to a cloudy one. So again, Friday, sun and clouds. Saturday, we're going to call it partly sunny. We're getting those clouds streaming northward from the remnants of Helene at that point. And then more veiled sunshine. I think a little bit brighter, though, on Sunday. Highs into the low 70s into next week, and a mixture of sun and clouds Monday and Tuesday before our next bout of rain on Wednesday.
So if I'm not mistaken, that takes us into October.
That's
Somewhere
right.
on that 7-day forecast.
That's right. I should probably put maybe a little pumpkin or something to let everybody know.
And it's official, pumpkin spice and everything that goes with it.
Yeah.
Good to go.
I have relaxed my pumpkin spice guidelines over the last couple of years.
Tell.
I know Tiffany somewhere.
Yeah, some people are adamant about it. Very militant. It's like, no.
Oh, that used to be me. Maybe I'm getting older and I'm just like, go with the flow. But I used to be like, no, cannot have. I think it's just because they keep coming out with it earlier and earlier. It's in mid-August now. It's something ridiculous.
People, mid-August is a bit soon, but people love it.
I let it slide in early September now, especially if the weather calls for it. If it's weather like this, by all means. But.